Hey everybody, welcome back. As you can see, the pine showed up today, and I've got enough to make the doors on that next building I'm building, and we've got some 1x12s here for inside the house. We had to support the second floor with some beams, so I decided to make a coffered ceiling, and this is going to wrap the beams. And I just got it on the rollback right now, and I'm going to put a little bit of a cover over it so that the air could still get through there, and we'll be making doors in no time. Shouldn't be long, and we'll have that building closed in, get some insulation in there, and a heating and cooling system as well. So this is just the start to another busy day. I'll be back with you in just a bit. Okay guys, we're going to move on to some projects here. What you're looking at are Chuck's front and rear end, 63 CJ5. Looks like he still has his original 1963 gear oil in there, and that's good. We'll have to flush that out and get it squeaky clean, but that looks good. I have the knuckle seals off. The kingpin bearings are super notchy. Watch that come back to the notch when I let go. They're super bad. That one just stuck right there. I felt it go into another notch. So kingpin bearings we know are shot. I don't know if you can hear this, but let's listen to these wheel bearings. Super dry in there. Super dry in there, and kingpins on this side, and you could just see that very notchy feeling. I can't even get out of that big notch easily. There it goes. It gets stuck that way and then right back to the notch. So these are things you got to address. Hard to do just part of an axle like I see a lot of guys do. You got to explode these things and do every last little bit. Every bearing, every seal, everything needs to be done in these old guys. So the front has been draining for I've had it like this a couple days. We're going to flush that out. Drums look good. Rear end, same thing. Looks like it had its original lube in there. And I like it better when nobody's been in these. And I think you can hear the bearings in here. So there's just what I would call probably normal wear from 1963 on this. So that's good. We'll freshen it up and be good for another 50 years. So drums will get turned, and ring and pinions will come out, and axle bearings and stuff like that. But we're getting going on Chuck stuff, and I'm going to basically order today everything I need for it. I've been doing so many axles, I'm out of stock on a lot of bearings, but I'll get all the bearings, all the seals, and we will get moving on Chuck's project. Okay guys, got the front torn down. Nothing special there. I did plenty of videos on disassembly of these guys. If you need to see anything, just go back in my older videos. And all the parts are down on the bottom, waiting to be cleaned. This particular side of the rear axle, somebody's been in here before. There's no washer. The nut's not correct, and the cotter pin is outside of the nut. It should look like this, and if we check our preload on the bearing, probably got about a 1/4 inch there. So it's not shimmed right. I'm sure the bearings are going to be messed up in there. That's why we can hear them. And I don't know what went wrong here, but something did. You could hear that shucking around. And when I took the cover off, it had a lot of like something exploded inside the rear end here and pushed the cover out. So I don't know if maybe they lost a bolt. You know, like even in 63 they were still using those lock straps, which are no good. And not sure what happened in there, but we're going to find out. We're going to zip this guy apart and see what everything looks like in there. There's just a flimsy little cotter pin in there. Oh, it's not a 1 7/16 like the original nut's supposed to be. So let me go grab another socket and I'll be right back with you. Okay, that's a weird size socket there. I'm going to try 1.5 inches on there and see if we can get it. Oh god, that wasn't even tight. Okay. Well, hopefully that hub will come off without any damage. Again, I'm not sure what's happening there, but let me go after the other side and then we'll set up the puller and see if we can get these hubs off. Okay, we're getting the puller set up and get this hub off of here so we can get the axle out. And Chuck, if you're watching, you still have left and right hand lug studs. If you want all right, ones, now's the time to put them in. Some guys like to go all right hand, some guys like the original right and left. Whatever you prefer, just let me know. I could take care of that now when I get the hub off. This one's worse than most. Well, that guy came flying off. Okay guys, what's the first thing you see here? There's the taper of the key, and it's in backwards again. Luckily, they put it in backwards on this side and not the inside. They did not split the hub like most of the times. And let me try and get that out of there. A couple things I hear constantly doing this kind of work. I hear it's a Jeep, it's simple, anybody could put it together. A 2-year-old could put a Jeep together in their sleep. A lot of guys think that there's nothing to these things. and that's always incorrect. And they always tell me they know how to work on stuff better than I do. And I get that quite a bit. People telling me that I don't know what I'm doing. And neither one of those is true. So, when the key goes in this way, it's in backwards. Most of the time, people will put it in this way, and it'll ride up the ramp and split the hub. The reason that has a taper, and we get this axle out, I can show you better, is because this cut ramps up, and that needs to go in that way. And some people will put the key in, then put the hub on, and the hub will grab the key, it'll slide, it'll start going up the ramp, and that'll split the hub. And again, the correct way, you put your hub on, you put your key in, you slide your key in, and then you tighten everything down. Again, something happened here. They went in there, and now we knew by having the wrong nut on there, somebody was in here, and we know by having this in backwards, somebody was in there. Luckily, the hub is not split. They're very easy to split. There's just not a lot of material there, and thankfully, this one didn't get split. So we'll move on to the other side, and then we'll pull the backing plates, and hopefully the axles will come out without too much trouble. Okay guys, we're going to pull the axle shafts. I just dug out one of my pullers. I can't find my good one. It's laying around here somewhere, but this one will work just as well. Another homemade puller. And there it goes. That side's got some problems. That cup is pretty worn out. Got a lot of areas I could catch with my nail. Let's go over to the other side and see what I got there. Try and zoom in on that guy. I think you can see how bad that one is. The whole entire bearing cup is completely pitted. That must have sounded, I can't imagine what that sounded like, but that must have sounded like, just metal on metal going down the road if they were driving like that. So that's where we're getting all the noise from that side. The other side's bad, but not as bad as this one. This is, that's pretty terrible. But, not to worry, we're going to put all new stuff in there. But, that's what you get. I get a lot of guys that, they're doing restorations, and, they concentrate more on the body and the paint job than they do the mechanicals. And, I'll ask them, hey, let's do the axles, or let's do the transmission, the transfer case. Your engine's probably going to need to be rebuilt. And a lot of guys don't actually get into it until after they're running and driving, things go bad. I don't know why you want to spend all that time putting a Jeep together and not getting it so it lasts, a good long time. But I hear from people all the time saying, oh, can you do my axle now? The Jeep is up and running and driving, it's making noise. You can't expect something, if you're doing a CJ2A, 3A, CJ5, you're talking about sometimes 70, 75 years. World War II Jeep, that's a long time ago. It's time to refresh that stuff. Don't think just because a Jeep is rolling, it's going to be fine. They never are. I take them apart like this all the time, and there's just, they won't last long on the road. So, plan your project and plan that you got to take every single component apart rebuild it properly and put it back together if you want to have any kind of enjoyment out of your Jeep project. Okay guys, we've got everything apart. I didn't pull the ring and pinions yet. I'm letting them soak a little bit in there. I've got some cleaner, and I'm going to get everything kind of soaking in there overnight. Got all the parts on the bottom ready to be washed. Oh, there goes the compressor. Hang in there. Everything looks pretty good. Obviously we'll need wheel cylinders, brake shoes, hardware, stuff like that. We did get, because this is a 63, we do have the Spicer axle shafts, which is what I like to put in all my rebuilds. We have those, so that's good. And everything is going to go through the parts washer. We'll get everything cleaned out, and reassembly will begin soon. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.